Hey everyone, this is Anna here, and in this video I wanted to show you a few tricks that I use for throwing with porcelain. This is Laguna Frost, and I'm just going to be making some mugs and tumblers. I'm already planning for spring. I made a whole list this morning for all my pieces that I'm planning to make by beginning of April, end of March. So um, yeah, I hope I'll be able to help you with some things, some issues that people have when throwing with porcelain because it's so finicky and people tend to give up too quick. But porcelain, I love it because of its feel, the translucency, and it's such a beautiful clay. So hopefully you'll be giving another try with porcelain, and yeah, hopefully you can learn a few things from me. My garage studio is a bit cold today. Even though we're here in Georgia, the winters are not too bad, but it does get cold. I believe it was 30 today this morning. So takes a while to warm up. So I always like to throw with warm water. It helps. And I have some arthritis on my hands and I feel a lot of pain, but it helps the warm water also. So this is about a pound of clay. I have some other ones that is about a pound and 4 ounces. So I already wedged my clay and just opening the hole. So I'm just going to be talking as I am doing this, as I'm throwing. And hopefully you can learn a few things about porcelain. Porcelain absorbs water very fast and tend to flop real easily. So the faster you can throw, the better off you are. So it doesn't give time to absorb that much water. And here I'm throwing, squeezing it and supporting the rim at the same time. And I move on with the sponge. Always compress the bottom. So the thing with porcelain too, you need to compress everything. You compress the walls, the rim, the bottom. And then as soon as I can do it, I will turn this upside down. You wait a little bit I don't wait until it dries a whole lot. As soon as I know that it can support itself, that's when I turn it. And I am going to show you how I use the two ribs to help compress even more the walls. So these are the ribs I use, these metal ribs. I use two. Like that. And you're going to do it like this. Inside, you hold it against, you push that way, outward. And this one you compress. So you're compressing the walls this way. So I start all the way at the bottom where it touches the bottom a little bit. So what this does also, besides compressing the wall, it also helps straighten out your piece and gives it a more, makes it more sturdy as you're throwing. So if when you feel your piece is getting too soft because it absorbed too much water, you can use the two ribs for that as well, for just straighten it up. Especially with larger pieces, I do that a lot. When I know that it's starting to get a little bit wobbly, that's time to use those metal ribs to remove all that slip, making it your piece a lot more stable and giving it just a little bit of flair here on top. And be careful when using these ribs because you can cut yourself very easily with these. They're real sharp. That's one of the downsides from using them. But you get used to after a while, you get used to handling them. I like to use also, sometimes I use a little piece of plastic. Let me see, like little piece of saran wrap on the rim. Same as using the chamois. I have that too, but on porcelain, I like to use a little piece of saran wrap. Just removing some of the clay from the bottom here. And this tool here, I just got it for Christmas. I have another one that is bigger. It has like the real sharp edges. It's for trimming, it's a trimming tool. But I like to take as much as I can from the bottom before I remove my pieces from the bat. So in a way, I'm doing some of the trimming now. And another thing too, I leave my bottom somewhat thick so I can trim, and I like to glaze the bottom of my cups or mugs when it's porcelain. Um, so I leave it enough so that it's not so shallow that when I glaze, that glaze is gonna touch the shelf. So that's what I do.